It's the official launch of the SRI conference in Cape Town 2026. With me, I'm with Professor Moche, who are allowed to introduce herself, Professor Moche from the NRF. Prof, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. My name is Gugu Moche. Currently serve as the Deputy CEO for the funding arm of the National Research Foundation, but I also serve as the acting GE for digital transformation.
Okay. Prof, for our general public, someone who doesn't even know what SRI is, what is SRI and why is it important for the NRF?
The SRI is a platform that was created within different partners. You have Future Earth, you have the Belmont Forum, you have the National Research Foundation, and you have the nodes of the Future Earth. For example, you have University of Venda, who are focused on science, research, and innovation. And the biggest question they are asking is that how do we bridge the policy, the distance between policy and research, and in essence, how do we actually take research into action in ways that research then becomes meaningful, and maybe to speak to the NRF's vision that how does research becomes a tool for better society.
Yeah. So one of the key words in the theme is African-led sustainability.
Yes.
Why is this very important, especially right now?
Look, I think it's important because African solutions must serve the African continent. We are unique in some ways. We are not trying to say we're different from other parts of the world. We are not saying that our problems are different from other parts of the world, but context matters.
Yes.
So African solutions and African research must address African solutions, African problems. So solutions must actually take into consideration the context, but not just as a way of being a bystander, but actually leading the research, leading the implementation, leading the policy space. So actually informing the policy state in ways that Africa is not just a bystander, but an active participant in the solution of African problems.
Yeah. What is the future vision for this? What do you hope this conference will take us?
Look, I think the conference, to be honest with you, must strengthen partnerships.
Yeah.
The conference must understand that solutions are not just in one discipline, that the solutions are transdisciplinary. The solutions are just not in government. They're in government, they're in public sector, they're in NGOs, that these entities must come together because the problems call for those types of partnerships. And for the longest of times, we have compartmentalized our problems in ways that we have these siloed approaches in other ways that actually then are counterproductive. And I'm hoping that the emphasis, and if you look at actually what the program focuses on, you're starting to see this focus on transdisciplinarity, you're starting to see the focus on solutions beyond just government, and I'm hoping that that will be a takeaway for most of the participants.
Yeah, I was gonna close with saying, what do you hope will be the key takeaways? But you've already touched on that, so I'll just say, can you please wrap up this conversation? Any closing remarks?
Look, I think that as the NRF, we must continue to make sure that we fund research that is impactful. We must make sure that we are not just ending at providing funding, that we are actually influencing policy, that we actually are ensuring that we are making meaningful partnerships that ensures that if we stand up and say science for a better society, that in fact is actually implemented.